The Silk Road, a legendary network of trade routes that connected the East and the West, spanning thousands of miles and centuries of history. But in the digital age, a new Silk Road emerged, one shrouded in mystery and controversy. Meet Ross Ulbricht, the alleged mastermind behind Silk Road, an online marketplace notorious for its illicit goods and services. Breaking news: federal authorities have shut down the notorious online black market, Silk Road, and arrested its alleged owner, Ross Ulbricht. But was Ross Ulbricht really the criminal mastermind he was made out to be? Or was he just a pawn in a larger game? Expert 1. The Silk Road was more than just a marketplace for drugs and contraband. It was a symbol of the dark web's potential to subvert traditional power structures. An authority on cybersecurity and law sits in a well-lit studio surrounded by computer monitors displaying complex algorithms and they speak directly to the camera with authority and conviction. The Silk Road wasn't just a marketplace for illicit goods, it was a groundbreaking experiment in decentralized commerce. It challenged traditional notions of authority and control, operating beyond the reach of conventional law enforcement. The anonymity provided by the dark web allowed users to buy and sell goods with unprecedented freedom, but it also made law enforcement's job incredibly difficult. Ross Ulbricht saw the potential of the Silk Road to disrupt the status quo, to empower individuals to transact without interference from governments or corporations. But his vision ultimately collided with the forces of law and order. Ulbricht's arrest sent shockwaves through the dark web community, but it also raised troubling questions about the limits of government surveillance and the rights of online citizens. We must ask ourselves, was Ulbricht a criminal mastermind or simply a visionary ahead of his time? The truth may never be fully known, but what is clear is that the story of the Silk Road is far from over. It's a cautionary tale of the power of technology to both liberate and ensnare. Expert 2. There's evidence to suggest that Ulbricht was set up by rogue agents within law enforcement who wanted to take down the Silk Road for their own gain. The Silk Road wasn't just an online marketplace, it was a haven for criminal activity, enabling the sale of drugs, weapons, and even hitmen for hire. Ross Ulbricht may have portrayed himself as a champion of internet freedom, but make no mistake, he was a facilitator of crime. During his trial, Ulbricht maintained his innocence, claiming that he was framed by corrupt agents. But despite his pleas, he was convicted and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. To this day, supporters of Ross Ulbricht continue to fight for his freedom, arguing that he was unfairly targeted and punished for his role in creating the Silk Road. For years, law enforcement agencies around the world worked tirelessly to dismantle the Silk Road and bring its operators to justice. Ulbricht's arrest marked a significant victory in that ongoing battle against cybercrime. Claims of entrapment and conspiracy hold no water. The evidence against Ulbricht was overwhelming, from his online persona as dread pirate Roberts to the millions of dollars in cryptocurrency traced back to him. Despite Ulbricht's attempts to paint himself as a victim of government overreach, the jury saw through his charade. He was found guilty on multiple charges, including money laundering, conspiracy to commit computer hacking, and drug trafficking. The case of Ross Ulbricht serves as a warning to would-be criminals who seek to exploit the anonymity of the internet for their own gain. Justice may be blind, but it will always find those who seek to evade it. Turn visage lingers for a moment before the screen fades to black, leaving the audience to ponder the implications of their words. The story of the Silk Road and Ross Ulbricht is a tale of innovation, corruption, and the ever-evolving nature of crime in the digital age. Whether he was a criminal or a martyr, one thing is certain: the legacy of the Silk Road will continue to captivate and intrigue for generations to come.